Love is like a box of butterflies fluttering by. My oh my, love is like a box of butterflies flying high.
It was a sunny Sunday morning. The birds were singing and Ruby was on her way to the library. The best thing about the library was seeing her friend Robot. Robot read to the children every week and chose the most wonderful stories. Oh, look, there he is now, getting ready for story time.
Hello, everyone.
Hello.
My day begins at 6:30 with a lovely bowl of Bolter-Bix, a dash of oil, and I am set to be the best librarian yet. At 10 o'clock I sweep the floor and open up the library door. I dust the shelves and I store and stack the books the children have brought back. Ooh. At 10:10 I have to look for a certain special kind of book, and then the children all come in, for it's about to begin. I love story time. At 10:30 I hear the chime, hooray for it's story time. It's story time! 10:30 I hear the chime, hooray for it's story time. That's right! Get ready for story time!
Hooray! It's school time!
Oh, hello, Ruby.
Hello, Robot. What are you going to read for us today?
Ooh, well, let me have a look.
Oh, I know. Is it a story, an adventure story about a brave knight? Huzzah!
Well, let me see. Where is it?
Oh, I know. Does it have a dragon in it? A scary dragon. Oh, I love dragons. Oh, and will it have a happy ending?
Here we are. I've found just the one for you. Now, sit down, everybody. Are we all sitting comfortably? Then I shall begin. Once upon a time...
So Robot read the story and everyone listened.
And they all lived happily ever after. The end.
That was lovely. I loved that story. Did you like that story too?
Robot is just a machine. Robot cannot feel love. Now, Ruby, what does love feel like?
Let me see. What does love feel like? Oh, I know. Love is like a box. A box of butterflies.
They make me giggle. Ruby, what else does love feel like?
I know. Love is like a beautiful, colourful dancing kite.
Soaring on an open wind, flying through the air so thin. Feel the breeze above the seas, oh, Ariel, oh, Ariel.
Love is also like drinking in a beautiful sunset.
Whoa, what a lovely view. It's like the sky goes on forever and ever and ever and ever and ever.
So Ruby and Robot sat down and had tea and watched the sunset.
Oh, here's a cup. And here's a cup. And here's a pot of tea. Pour it. Pour it. And have a drink with me. Cheers, everybody. Glug, 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 glug.
Okay. Here's a cup.
And here's a cup.
And here's a pot of tea.
Pour it. And pour it.
And have a drink with me. Cheers!
Cheers.
Glog, 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 glog. Excuse me. Sorry.
It began to grow dark, and then Ruby noticed something.
Love is like a firefly in the night. Be careful with it.
But where does love actually come from?
Well,
Ruby wasn't sure what the right answer was, but she knew a place in her heart where she felt it the most.
it comes from inside.
Huh? I can't see anything.
No, you can't see it. You can only feel it. It's an emotion. You might feel other ones too.
Emotion.
Emotion. There's one that is feeling like a green and spiky, like a twisted thistle. It creeps up on you when you don't realise it. And I sometimes feel this way when my best friend plays with somebody else.
That's jealousy.
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 There's another feeling. This one feels like cold on a fire. Hot coal on a fire, like a volcano, and it floats up through your head. And I sometimes feel this way when I'm told no more TV.
Ready! Dinner's ready!
Oh, just 5 more minutes, please.
Oh, you're not still watching TV, are you?
This is my favourite part.
Oh, come on, Ruby. Your fish fingers are ready.
Oh, but I love this part.
That's anger.
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 This feeling is always when the lights go out at night. It feels like a heavy stone on your belly.
That is fear.
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 One feeling, it is like a fly buzzing around, and then it sits on your nose. I sometimes feel that way when I can't find my special blanket.
That's called worry.
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 And then there's sadness.
I know this feeling is like raindrops falling from a big blue cloud. I sometimes feel that way on the last day of holidays.
You know what? Those don't sound so nice.
Oh, it's okay, Robot. You see, these feelings come and go just like the happy ones. Everyone feels them sometimes.
And Ruby gently hugged Robot. And something began to happen. Something that had never happened to Robot before. Robot began to feel something.
Something fluttery.
Something uplifting.
Something warm and glowing inside him.
Yes, I think I feel
Love.
Love.
That's right, love.
And after that, Robot was proud to say he had a shiny new button, which he loved with all his heart.
Love is like a box of butterflies fluttering by. My, oh my, love is like a box of butterflies flying high. Light as a feather, flying high in the sky. Light as the air, breathing life everywhere. Love is like a box of butterflies fluttering by. My, oh my, love is like a box of butterflies flying high. And when you feel your heart go thump, 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 you're flying high like a butterfly. When you feel your heart go thump, 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 you're flying high like a butterfly. Feel your heart fly, fly, fly. like a butterfly. Love is like a box of butterflies fluttering by. My, oh my, love is like a box of butterflies flying high.
Oh, thank you guys from Magical Quest, Ruby and Robot, for telling the story so brilliantly. And if you want to read the story for yourself at home, you can buy the book from your local bookshop. It's also available on Amazon to buy. And yeah, I don't know if anyone, are you ready now to do some live drawing?
Oh,
Yeah.
I'd love to. I'd like to draw you, Robot.
Oh,
Do you like drawing, Ruby?
I love drawing.
And Robot, can you draw?
I'd love to have a try. Yeah, why not? I've learned all about emotions today, so I may as well learn a bit about drawing as well.
Okay, well, we're going to have a go at drawing Robot. I'll just show you the picture. And he's made up of lots of sort of rectangle shapes. So I'm going to show you in stages how to draw him. And hopefully, if you do the stages in the right order, then we'll all end up with more or less the same robot. But the great thing is about drawing robots is you can make it whatever kind of robot you want. If you want to make a short one or a fatter one or a skinny one, it's all good. Okay, so you can bring your unique qualities to your robot. So we'll put that there. And I'll just show you this as well. I have a how to draw robot sequence here that you can download on my website if you like. It's on my blog. So Maria will give you the link for that as well. So where do we start? We're going to start here with just a rectangle. So I've got my paper here, my pen. And I've been a bit naughty and I've done a little rough sketch because it's quite a tricky one to get all the details right. But if you put your rectangle more or less at the top of your page, you can draw it like this. So the long side of the rectangle is towards the top, if you see what I mean. And then the shorter sides are either side. So draw a rectangle and that's his head. Okay. And then we're going to draw his ears on, which are little rectangles like that on the side. Can you see how I did that? Just attach another box onto the side. That's his 2 ears. And then we've got his eyes. Now his eyes are just perfectly round circles. What we do is we put one here on this side and one here on that side. And then we've got the outside of the eyes. And then we're going to do the inside of the eyes, because if you look at your eye, you've got the white and then you've got the coloured iris in the middle. So generally when we're drawing, we always put a black dot in the middle, and that shows where the person's looking. Okay, so you put 2 black dots in your circles. Those are his eyes. And we'll pop a little smile in there. Smile is just a sort of semicircle like that, without the top, little arch. Okay, I hope I'm not going too fast. I can't see anybody, so I'll just keep going. So here we go, then we got the neck. Just 2 little lines that go from that rectangle at the top, you go down. And now we're going to draw the body. And the body is more or less a rectangle. I'm going to draw it here like this. So we go about the same distance as the head. And then down. Now don't draw the bottom yet, just this one. And down again. And then we're going to draw a slightly different end. If you see, we're going to do a little line over. not quite to the middle, just sort of a third of the way over. And we're going to go down. Then we're going to go across again, just a third of the way over. Then we're going to go up again, nearly there. And then we're going to go across again. And hopefully, if you've done a straightish line, you should meet up with that end point there. You should have that shape. And that's his body. Okay, now we're going to do the legs. So again, they're made up of lots of long rectangles going down. So we do one rectangle here. This is his thigh. And another one here. His other thigh. And then we put a couple of lines in here for his knees. Like that. And then we're going to draw his calf muscles. That's the bottom bit of the leg. Now we're going to go another one there. And another one there. Okay, so you should have something like that. And then he's got these little round circles for his ankles. They're like the joints because he needs to be able to move his ankles. So he needs to put oil in his little jointy bits on his ankles too. So you put two little circles there at the end, like that. And then we're going to draw his feet. So his foot is like a curved, slightly curved line like that on either side. Okay, and then a straight line for the back of the foot that goes down like that. And then we marry up these two. Can you meet your other line? So you make that shape. And the same on there. I always put a few lines in there because they're like that. That's his feet. Now we're about halfway through. I think we're just over halfway through. It's quite a lot of drawing actually to make robots. He's quite complicated, but he is a robot, so he has to be really. So next on the list is shoulders. So we're drawing this bit of the body, which is the sort of circular shoulder, this curve here. So we go a curved line there and a curved line there. And then we have the top bit of the arm, which again is another rectangle. So nice and easy, just pop a little rectangle in there. And this curved line, if you make a few lines there, it will look like a shoulder. Does that make sense? It's almost like a quarter of a circle divided, a bit like if you were chopping up an apple, that would be a quarter of an apple and then you've chopped it up. And we do the same on the other side. And then another rectangle at the top of the arm. How are we doing? I hope I'm not going too fast.
All good. Carry on, Jo.
All good? Okay. And then we have elbows. Again, we've got this little circle so that he can move his elbow nicely. Little circles there. And then we've got the forearm, which again, another rectangle. So you put those on. He's nearly done now. And then finally, well, we've got this little bit in here. I'll just put that in. That's the bit that keeps him together. It's a little screw that goes across there. I don't know if you see that. And finally, we're going to pop on some hands. Now, hands are a bit tricky to draw, I always find, but we're going to do it slowly. So we start off, as always, with a rectangle. And then what you're going to do is you're going to do the thumb, which is just a curved shape, like a bit like a banana coming off of there. I'll do the other one, then you can see. So we do a rectangle like that, and then a banana off the other side. That's his thumb. Okay. And then we're going to put in, how many fingers do we have on our hands? We've got 1 thumb and 4 fingers. He also has 4 fingers. So we just do little straight lines there and join them up, and they're his fingers. And do it on that side as well. And it's nearly done, but there's a few more little details. He needs an antennae, which is so he can communicate with all other robots. It goes out the top. And then you can sort of make up the rest, really. I always put a little vent in the bottom here because we don't want him overheating. So a little vent like this. There we go. And we need to know which way up he is. So I always put a little arrow in there. He needs an on-off switch here. There's a few little buttons. And this is another little dial we put on. But really, you can do whatever you like for these. You can make up your own buttons. There he is. And in my book, he's called Xbot. And you can make up your own name for your own robot as well. So, and maybe each button does a different thing. So hopefully you now have something a bit like that.
Love is like a box of butterflies fluttering by, my oh my. Love is like a box of butterflies flying high, light as a feather floating